One of the things that I see a lot when it comes to being a smaller streamer and you're trying to network and get yourself out there, I see a lot of people ask, how do you grow your channel? How do you get viewers to stay? And how do you, you know, m- actually be successful? And I see a lot of great comments on it, where I will see people, recommend, hey, you need to network with others. You need to put content out on YouTube and TikTok. You need to do all these things to generate success. All of them fantastic advice. In fact, some of the best advice you will ever hear. But there's one thing that nobody ever talks about. And this, I believe, is one of the cornerstones of being a streamer. And that is, what is your motivation for streaming? Now, we need to break this down a little bit because, again, this is a cornerstone thing. Because a lot of people, what I get when I ask that question is, what is your goal with streaming? Why are you streaming? Why are you putting out all this content? And if I get the answer of, I want to make money, I want to have financial success, that's where the trouble comes in. Because you need to understand that your goal and your reason for creating content cannot be making money. That has to be the product of success. Money is not the reason you should be streaming. If you're focused on money and you're focused on making money to be successful, you're going to lose because you're not going to make content that's engaging. You're not going to be really focusing on keeping people engaged that will actually be the supplier of money to you in the short term. So let me talk about how you need to change that perspective just for yourself. So this is where, and anytime somebody talks about monetizing their stream, you have to understand, once you have monetized your stream, you have become a business. You are 100% a business now. And when it comes to a business, what you need to do is start going, what is my product? And this is something every successful business does, is why am I here? That's why businesses have mission statements, they have vision statements, because that keeps them on task of what they are expected to do. They fully understand, every successful business fully understands that in order to succeed and generate income, you have to have a product people want. So when you're starting to make your content, realize that you are the product. I'm the product here. I am putting myself out there. I'm putting my energy out there, my knowledge out there. This is my product. And the success and and the money that might come from that is all dependent on how good of a product I am. And if I'm not a good product, I'm not going to make any money. That's just as simple as that. And honestly, I'm not really going for the money in the first place. I was a long time ago. A long time ago, I was so focused on money that my content was crap. I'd hate to say it, but it just was. So one of the things I realized is I once I realized that I was too focused on making money and my content was starting to be crap, and then I changed my mindset to going, I need to focus on what I'm doing. What's the product I'm putting out? Once I switched, I'm not going to lie when I say my viewership doubled. Now, I mean, by doubled it isn't much. It went from 3 to 6. But from there, I have been able to grow and I have had a nice steady growth. And that is why you need to change the way you think. Because if you're thinking, I want to do this to bring in supplemental income, it's not going to happen if that's your mindset. You have to do this as if you are a product, you are a show, and you have to have some form of entertainment to keep people in, whether it's something visual on stream, ideas you have, or you're just a funny freaking person. It doesn't matter what product you're putting out, as long as it's a product people want. And this is something that the most successful streamers completely understand. They have to put out the product. Now, for me, my product is I'm 100% on. I'm an honest, genuine guy that has a lot of knowledge when it comes to content creation and streaming because I have sat and researched. And I have done this since I started my MBA. When I finished my MBA, that's when I really started pushing myself forward and starting becoming better, is because I started realizing what I needed to do. So you need to start taking a look at what you've been doing and what your motivation truly is. And then from there, I want you to sit down. I want you to write out exactly what your product is. Again, I'm still working on mine. It's okay. As long as you have changed your perspective, you'll start to notice the difference. And go back and review your videos, because I guarantee you, if you go back and you look at something while you were in this mindset of money, 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 and you look at a stream where you are just literally doing it because you love doing it and you have this passion for it, or you have a reason to do it, you're going to see a night and day difference between the content. And that's really going to open your eyes. So, with that, highly encourage you to take this first step in changing the way you see your content and how you are as a product. Happy streaming.